Are you done with boxing, or?
Hell no. I will secure a world title in boxing, most certainly, yeah.
The crossover fight, a fight we've now seen on many occasions, and one that seems to be inevitably growing more popular across all combat sports. And with the likes of boxers, martial artists, and even YouTubers all calling for a piece of the action.
Biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor?
The money and temptation that it brings is becoming more irresistible despite the lack of fair competition we seem to see. But once more, we witness the UFC's biggest star step foot into a boxing ring. And once again, to fight one of boxing's most accomplished pound-for-pound champions of all time.
It's one of the greatest boxers of all time.
I agree.
Against a guy with one professional boxing match.
A fight that's so far apart in terms of almost everything, but one that could quite possibly raise the hairs on your arms. So sit tight and get ready as we prepare ourselves for that moment the Pac meets the Mac.
I went to dinner with Conor one night, and I fucking knew it that night. You know, I told my partner, if this guy can even throw a punch, he's gonna be a huge superstar.
Very rarely do we see superstars come about in one of the hardest sports in the world. But Conor McGregor has entered the game and etched his very name into the history books in emphatic style.
There's not a man alive that can come on this soil and beat me. I said it last year, we're not here just to take part, we're here to take over.
Yet his career has been nothing short of a roller coaster in terms of events. The start of his UFC journey at featherweight brought something new and unheard of that hadn't been seen before. And after making bold predictions and meeting almost every one of them, he quickly caught fire.
You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
With his charismatic flair and comical one-liners, his knockout streak topped off his rapidly growing profile, eventually leading him to that one night where history would be made.
Look into my eyes, little man. Little Brazilian. Ooh, vamos, hey.
The most highly anticipated featherweight fight of all time. Here we go!
Conor relaxed and smiling.
Oh! Just slapped him! McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh! He's powerful and he's fast, but precision beats power and timing beats speed, and that's what you saw there.
It would become common knowledge that McGregor was the biggest draw in the UFC, and as expected, everyone wanted a slice of the pie.
Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, I'm gonna fight your
Would ask Dana White, please, to give me an easier fight like Conor McGregor.
But after becoming a world champion at lightweight,
here in this round. Oh man, until then, he's done.
the Irish star had fulfilled his lifetime dreams, and it was obvious bigger and better opportunities were needed.
I think the thing is what's happening is that so many people want Conor to win. They've actually convinced themselves that he's going to win.
Dating back 3 years ago, we witnessed Conor do what no other UFC fighter had ever done before. After months of back and forth Twitter battles, a step into the world of professional boxing came to reality with one of the best fighters of this era.
No one in this boxing game knows what's coming. Trust me on that, when I step in there, I'm gonna shock the whole goddamn world.
A fight that managed to capture the attention of people from all over the globe, attracting the masses from both disciplines in boxing and MMA, receiving heavy criticism by the purists of boxing fans, claiming to be nothing more than a circus act. The fight had already built up its own reputation.
It's too easy for Mayweather. I don't even think you need to train.
I really can't see it going past 6 rounds. I mean, Floyd Mayweather is a human computer.
It's damn near impossible, isn't it?
Well, you know, it's close to, but you know, on the other chance he got it, he closed his eye and hope he catch him.
The build-up and popularity of the event earned both men a substantial fortune in what seemed to be the world's biggest televised sparring match.
The question is, will these Irish eyes be smiling or crying when they leave T-Mobile Arena tonight?
Nevertheless, the fight brought an element of drama, as early doors seen McGregor periodically had success.
Yep, uppercut went in there. Fast feet, fast hands.
But it was clear that Floyd controlled the bout, doing whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted.
I think Mayweather looking for a big shot. He's wanting to time a big shot.
The long 12 rounds seemed to be no place for Conor, as his limited cardio and lack of composure let him down yet again.
It's just a moment where it's like, I can't see the final line, and I'm like, I see a big hill, and I have this little dip in energy.
It's a weakness that's always plagued the Irishmen, and maybe being just a mental issue caused through struggling to battle pressure fighters. Noticeably, we saw it when he fought Nate Diaz in both fights, failing to get the job done in the first, and scraping a close win in the second.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
As we look forward, it's hard to see how this won't be a problem when he steps in with a Filipino nightmare, who at 42 years of age is still beating younger opposition and showing little problems whilst doing so.
I just don't see Manny Pacquiao beating me, and before he beat me, he got a better chance of becoming a driving instructor.
Left hand stagger brother Pacquiao now lighting up, and there's been a terrific round for the 40-year-old legend Manny Pacquiao.
But he said certain things like, I'm going to send Manny Pacquiao to retirement. I'm going to knock Manny Pacquiao out.
Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch.
The career of the Pac-Man has been one most will never forget, after his timeless upsets in past and present.
Actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
By Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao.
Were you hurt in that fight?
Never. Just emotionally.
Transcending from flyweight all the way up to welterweight, Manny has been the only man in history to win 12 major world titles in 8 weight divisions, and holding a record of 62, 7-0 puts Pac's resume amongst the greatest to ever do it.
These MMA guys like McGregor, he's going in there without his teeth and his claws. So if that's what you're looking to do, is argue who's better, it's not a fair argument.
It's been one hell of a career, to say the least, and though the recent wins over Thurman, Broner, and Matisse have proven him to still be incredibly game for his age, we cannot overlook the fact that he's still a shadow of his former self. As we all know, time catches up with the best of us. For McGregor, he has all the physical attributes over Pacquiao, with 3 extra inches in height, 7 additional inches in reach, and 10 years of youth to top it off. But will all this matter on the night if he gets outworked by a man who is known for his high work rate and phenomenal speed?
I think it's a worse fight for Conor than Floyd is.
Wait, why? Because you think Pacquiao's going to stop him?
I feel like stylistically, just Manny's a tougher man. You're talking about an aggressive knockout artist.
I'm with you.
Boxing.
I'm with you. Yeah, you're right.
Even after seeing the latest performance against Donald Cerrone in the UFC, the Irishman certainly looks sharp and spiteful. Yet we still struggle to see how this bears him any chance of troubling the Pac-Man after viewing his performance last time around in a boxing ring.
I've been here before. I've been strangled on live TV and came back. So I don't know, I would have liked it to just let it go.
With all this in mind, it's still the entertainment business, though the fight isn't likely to draw as much excitement as to the Mayweather-McGregor bout. It will definitely still be one people are likely to tune in for, possibly being the last hurrah for the Filipino before riding off into the sunset. And yet again, one more weighty paycheck for Ireland's notorious one.